As seen in the previous part, Jack stayed with Neytiri on the planet Pandora and married Neytiri. People here have made Jack their chief. Jack and Neytiri have 3 children named Medium, Loak, and Tuck. Apart from this, Jack tells that he has also adopted a girl who is the daughter of Dr. Grace. In fact, when Grace died, she had given birth to a girl in her Navi avatar. No one knows how this girl was born. They named Grace's daughter Kiri. They all live very well together, and it was a happy family. After this, Jack tells that when he was sending humans back to Earth, some good scientists who were loyal to Navi stayed here. Friends, the people living on the planet Pandora are called Novice. When everyone was going to the Earth, then the child of Colonel Miles also stayed in Pandora because he was too young to go to the Earth. The name of this child is Spider. People from Lab used to look after him. He was also a part of Jack's family, as Jack's children were good friends of Spider. But Neytiri doesn't like Spider being involved in the family because he is a human child. Some time passes like this, and Jack's children grow up, after which we see Jack and Neytiri, who are roaming in the forest, sitting on their pet and spending time with each other. That same night, Jack sees a bright light coming across the sky that looked like a falling star. Neytiri also wakes up, and they both understand that humans are coming to Pandora again, and these lights belong to their ship. After this, all the ships land in the forest, due to which fire starts in the forest, due to which many animals are also killed there. Here, many robots are seen descending from the ship, inside which were humans who were operating the robots and starting to move forward. Humans were also bringing big vehicles along with them, which move forward, erasing everything that comes in front of them. Here, Neytiri and Jack are very sad when they see the forest and animals dying, because animals are part of their lives. After this, we see a person looking like Navi in a lab who is being treated. Actually, here the Navi avatar is created with the help of technology, just as Jack's avatar was created in the first part. The Navi who was being treated here was none other than Colonel Miles, killed by Neytiri. Miles is somehow brought back to life by the RDA as a recombinant and gets his Navi avatar, inside which they have put the chip containing Miles' memories. Here, as soon as Miles regains consciousness, he starts fighting with everyone, and to pacify him, the rest of Novice holds him. Miles then watches an old video recorded 2 hours before the attack on Novice. Miles gets angry after watching this video because now he wants to take revenge on Novice by any means possible. Here Jack, along with his people, goes to loot the train of humans, and by blasting the track, they loot all the weapons and food items kept in the train because they are now going to need weapons to fight humans. Meanwhile, Jack's younger son Loak also goes downstairs to pick up the weapon, which his elder brother Medium follows behind to stop. Because children were not allowed to stay at such a place, that's why Jack gets very angry because of this. Jack looks down at both of them, but before he can tell them to leave, a human helicopter arrives and starts attacking them, in which some Novice lose their lives, and Jack's elder son Medium is also injured in this attack. Here, Miles tells his people that they are going to Pandora again, and their mission is to kill Jack, the leader of Novice, who always pokes his nose into their mission. Jack, on the other hand, returns to his place with his men, enemies, but he had come down to pick up the weapon. All this happened because of his younger brother Loak, so Jack tells Loak not to fly for a month and only take care of animals as a punishment. We then see an emotional scene between Neytiri and Jack in which Jack says that he felt for a moment as if he had lost his child, which is why he was yelling and scolding them so much. Here Kiri, Medium, and Spider go to the lab where Navi's loyal humans work. Here Kiri sees her mother Grace and starts watching her recorded video. Just then, Spider and Medium make fun of Kiri because no one knew who her father was. After some time, Spider becomes emotional and says that sometimes it is better not to know who your father is. Kiri comforts him and says you are not like your father Miles. Actually, Spider hates his father because he attacked Navi and killed many Novice. On the other hand, we see Miles, who meets with General Ardmore, the commander in charge of the RDA. Ardmore tells Miles that now nothing is like before because Novice has so much technology that they can prepare a building in 6 days. Similarly, the amount of work they have done in 1 year would not have been done even in the last 30 years. After this, Ardmore tells that the Earth is about to end, and those people have to make their home here and make Pandora a human planet for which Novice have to be killed. Here we see Kiri in the forest, because he loves nature very much. Meanwhile, Miles arrives in the jungle with his men, and only then we see that Kiri is not alone in the jungle, but her siblings and Spider are also there. All those children now start going home. Then they see Miles and his men on the way. Seeing them, Medium understands that those people are definitely their enemies. That's why he tells Jack, with the help of his gadget, that people who look like Novice are roaming in the forest with weapons. After this, Jack tells them to hide by asking about their location, and Jack leaves with Neytiri to save them. But here, Miles' people catch those children, who tell Miles that all children have 5 fingers like humans, which means that they are not pure Na'vi. On the other hand, Miles, seeing Medium asking him about Jack, but he does not tell anything, so Miles moves towards Kiri. Only then does he see Spider and understand that he is his son. After this, Miles calls Ardmore to his location. Before their arrival, Neytiri and Jack reaches there, and it was night. Neytiri and Jack hide and start killing Miles' people, due to which Miles's people also start shooting with guns. Taking advantage of this opportunity, all the children start running from there, and Miles sees the arrow and understands that Neytiri and Jack have come here. Just then, a man goes after her to kill Neytiri, whom Loak kills with an arrow. Seeing Loak, Miles, and the rest of the people start shooting at him with guns. But Jack rescues him, and Jack, Loak, and Neytiri escape. Here in the jungle, Spider falls down into a pit and gets injured. Miles saves him and, on the arrival of Ardmore, takes Spider with him to the lab, where he keeps Spider imprisoned. Jack, on the other hand, asks Neytiri to take their children and move away, as Miles is following them and wants to get revenge on them. Where Neytiri says that she cannot leave her people like this. Then Jack explains to her that Spider is with those people, and if he tells them our location, they will come here, so it is better that we go away from here to save our people, because Miles only wants to take revenge on us, but if we stay here, our people may die because of us. Due to no way out now, Neytiri agrees to go with Jack, but she is also feeling sad to leave the people of their tribe like this. Here, Ardmore tortures Spider to know the location of Jack, but Spider does not tell them anything. Then Miles asks to talk to Spider, after which Miles goes to him and says that he is not his father, he just has memories of Miles. But Miles can help him get him out of here, for which he will have to obey Miles, and if he doesn't obey him, Miles will hand him over to Ardmore, who will torture him a lot. Hearing all this, Spider agrees and deals with him. Here Jack makes someone else the head of the tribe and goes with his family to the east area of Pandora, where lives the second tribe of Novice. They reach the place that was near the sea. Just like Jack used to live in the jungle with his people, similarly, the second tribe of Na'vi lives near the sea. The Novice here were slightly different in appearance. Their color was lighter compared to theirs, and their body was also slightly different from theirs. Those people surround Jack and his family. The children here start making fun of them when they see their short tails and weak body. Then there comes a girl named Rhea, whom Loak likes at first sight. Meanwhile, Chief Tanawari and his wife Ronald also come there. Tanawari asks Jack the reason for coming here, to which Jack replies that he has come here to stay so that he can protect his family. Tanawari says that we are the Novice of the sea and you are from the forest. Then how can you live here without any knowledge of this environment? Jack tells him to learn all the methods of living soon. Then Ronald looks at his tail and thin body and tells him that he can't even do fast swimming as they do. Also, when she sees 5 fingers on the hands of those people, she does not consider them completely Na'vi, to which Neytiri replies that her husband was a human before Na'vi and he saved us from the people who came from the earth, but Ronald still badmouths them, which makes Neytiri angry. But Jack apologizes to Ronald and asks for her help. Then Tanawari says that I cannot invite your war to our home. Jack tells that he does not want war, he just wants to protect his family. So now Tanawari asks his wife for Jack and his family to stay here. She tells Jack that he has to treat their people like his own. Also, Jack and his family will have to be taught to breathe like a new child, and they will have to be taught all the ways so that those people do not feel separated from them. Tanawari asks his son Aonung and daughter Rhea to train Jack's children. After this, Rhea takes Jack's children for a tour of her village. They are given a new house, and Jack explains to his children that they will have to live here politely and help everyone. But all the children were missing their home very much. After this, Aonung and Rhea take them for a ride inside the sea, where everyone has a lot of fun seeing the view, but they can't hold their breath for long like Rhea. On the other hand, Spider starts taking them towards Jack's tribe. Miles goes into the jungle and tells his people that in order to catch Na'vi's people, we too have to be like them and do all the things that Na'vi does. Along with this, they will have to think like Na'vi, only then will they be able to defeat Na'vis. Here, Rhea and Loak become good friends, and Rhea connects Loak's braid to the animal of the sea. These are their pet animals. Just as the novice of the forest have big wild birds to fly in the air, similarly, the novice of the sea have this sea creature called swim wing. As soon as Loak connects to it, that creature goes inside very quickly, and Loak falls, on which everyone starts laughing. Here, Tonawari trains Jack by making him sit on a bigger creature, which Jack handles very well, but when that creature goes underwater, Jack falls. Rhea, on the other hand, takes everyone for an underwater ride and trains them to hold their breath for a long time. Here Miles reaches one of the many toraks in the forest on which Novice rides. Miles also manages to catch a torak and somehow control it. On the other hand, we see Jack's kid still in the ocean. Now it's morning, and we see Kiri underwater. Just then, Aonung reaches there with his friends, who start making fun of Kiri and start touching her forcefully. Seeing all this, Nidium comes there and asks them to stay away from her. But still, Aonung makes fun of her, so both Loak and Nidium start beating him together. When Jack knows about the quarrel, he scolds the two brothers and asks them to apologize to Aonung, as he is the chief's son. Meanwhile, Kiri sadly asks Neytiri why she doesn't look like everyone else, which Neytiri is not able to give her any answer, because she is the hybrid child of a human and Navi. Loak apologizes to Aonung, and Aonung forgives him. Both are friends now. Actually, Aonung wanted to take revenge on him, so he befriended him. He asks her to accompany him to hunt away from the shore. They all come a long way from the shore. Aonung leaves, telling Loak to hunt. After which, when Loak comes up, a sea creature attacks him. Escaping from it, he starts hiding among the stones, but that creature chases him, breaking all the stones. Now Loak can't hold his breath for long, so he starts going up. Only then does that creature moves forward to eat him, but then there comes another sea creature named Pekan. It is very big. Pekan eats that creature in one stroke, but Loak faints due to lack of breath, and when he opens his eyes, he finds himself over Pekan and thanks him. Then Loak sees that an anchor is stuck in the body of that creature. Due to this, it is in a lot of pain, so Loak takes out that anchor and makes Pekan his friend. Here Jack sees Kiri crying and comforts her because she is missing her mother. Meanwhile, Nidium brings Aonung to Jack and asks him to tell him about Loak. Nidium understood that Aonung was the reason Loak was missing. Here, Loak also reaches the shore with Pekan. Everyone is very happy to see Loak, and then Tonawari says that it is all my son's fault because he was the one who took Loak away from the shore, to which Loak says that there is no fault of Aonung because he told him to go there. By saying this, Loak saves Aonung, but here Jack blames his son. Loak feels very bad and leaves. After this, Aonung comes to Loak, and here they both become real friends. The next day, all the children are talking among themselves, and Loak tells them that he was saved by a huge sea creature. Hearing all this, no one believes and makes fun of him, so Loak gets up from there and goes to the sea, where he calls out to Pekan, with whom he goes to roam the sea, while Rhea takes everyone to the place of their ancestors, which is their most sacred place. This place is very beautiful, and when it is night, the light shines from inside the water, which comes from the plants present inside the sea. Everyone is overjoyed to see this view, and when Kiri touches a plant, she is lost in a vision where she meets her mother Grace, and tells her how much she misses her. Then suddenly Kiri is caught by that plant, due to which Kiri faints. Just then, Rhea comes quickly, takes Kiri out, and takes her home. But Kiri still does not regain consciousness, so Jack calls a human doctor for her treatment. Then Ronald comes there and asks everyone to leave, after which Ronald treats Kiri in her own way. Here, Jack's friends tell him that he has to stop Kiri from thinking too much about her real mother, or else she may get into a lot of trouble. On the other hand, we see Miles, where his man tells him that Ardmore got some clue about Jack, so they quickly go to Ardmore, where Ardmore tells them that they have found the location of a chopper, who was going towards the east, and suddenly his traces ended in a cave. Actually, Jack's friend had gone by helicopter for Kiri's treatment, due to which Ardmore came to know about their location. Miles demands a ship and weapon from Ardmore so that he can reach Jack and capture him. Ardmore agrees to give him the ship, and Miles reaches it without wasting his time. Here, Miles orders his team to search every area of the sea, and the team leaves from there. Here, Tonawari brings many sea creatures with him, seeing whom everyone is very happy. On the other hand, Miles Miles finds a Na'vi tribe. This tribe was also near the sea. Miles catches the people of this tribe and shows the photo of Jack to the chief and starts asking about him. The chief tells him that he has not seen any such Na'vi. After this, Miles kills one of their pet animals and starts threatening to kill him too. Miles also tells Spider that if Na'vi does not tell him about Jack, he will kill him. Spider explains to Miles profusely that this Na'vi knows nothing about Jack and demands to spare Novice. That's why, instead of killing them, Miles sets their houses on fire and burns them down. Here, Tonawari tells Jack that humans are looking for him and that they have burned one of our villages, but due to my order, no one has told humans about him. On the other hand, Miles finds another sea tribe. Here, too, he burns down their houses, but no one tells him anything. Only then does the leader on the ship tell Miles that he will now have to do his work because he has to fulfill the quota for the day, on which Miles tells them to hunt at this place. The other man says that if they kill the sea creatures here, the Na'vi will follow them because they cannot see their animals dying. Actually, Miles's plan is to call Na'vi towards him and make it easier to catch Jack. Here Loak is with his friend Pekan. Only then do other children come there and see Loak talking to Pekan. Loak asks him why he was evicted from his house. Then Pekan opens his mouth and Loak goes inside his mouth and connects his braid with Payakan. By doing so, both of them get connected with each other, from which Loak learns that humans have killed his family. Since then, he is alone. After this, Loak and the rest of the kids all come to their house, where Ronald and Tonawari are very angry at Rhea for letting Loak connect with that Pekan. Tonawari angrily asks everyone to sit down, along with Loak, and tells them about Pekan. Pekan was violent from the beginning and always considered humans to be violent, so he used to fight them and killed the novice living on the shore. That's why Pekan was evicted, and no one connects with him. But Loak knew the truth, so he tells them it was not so. Before Loak can tell them anything, Jack angrily takes him away. Loak then tells Rhea that Pekan's mother was killed by humans in front of him, so he attacks the ship with his companions and the shoremen, in which Pekan's companions were killed, and all the blame fell on Pekan. Rhea tells him to tell this to his father, to which Loak refuses, because everyone is already angry on him. Miles and his men then go to sea to hunt down a sea creature named Tulkun, as the humans had earlier killed Pekan's mother and her companions. They go after a Tulkun and hunt it down by killing it. This Tulkun also has a child who was very sad because of the death of its mother. After that, those people go inside the mouth of that Tulkun and take out a liquid from inside it, which is sold very expensively on Earth. By drinking this liquid, the age of a person increases slowly, and the cost of this one bottle was $80 million. In this way, they kill many Tulkuns. Here, Tonawari and Jack, along with his wife, feel very sad when they see the dead bodies of many Tulkuns in the sea. After this, Ronald tells people of her tribe that people from the earth have killed her spirit sister Tulkun, for which she will definitely take revenge on humans. Then Jack tells them that humans are not going to stop and will kill more Tulkuns, so it is better to send Tulkuns away from here. But everyone is very angry. They don't understand Jack's point, so Jack picks up a weapon and says that they will have to teach the Tulkuns that if they are attacked with this weapon, they will die. So whenever they are attacked by this, they should come to us so that we can save them. Now, because nothing was more important than saving the lives of the Tulkuns and their family, they all calm down. After this, when Neytiri asks Jack to attack, Jack tells Neytiri that it is Miles' trick that we should attack him, and he traps us, but we are not going to do so. Meanwhile, Loak sets out to retrieve Pekan from the sea so that he can save the Tulkuns from the humans. But Nedium stops him, but Loak somehow sneaks away, so Nedium and the rest of the kids go after him to stop him. On reaching Pekan, Loak sees that he has been attacked. Only then do the rest of the children also come there and remove the tracker from Pekan. Also, Nedium informs Jack that the enemies are heading towards them and are only a short distance away. After this, Jack tells everyone about this, and they all leave to save their children. Here, Miles' companions are approaching Pekan when Miles sees all the children through binoculars and goes after them, causing all the children to hide under the water. They are chased by enemies to catch them, and Rhea, Tuck, and Loak are caught. They are brought onto the ship, and seeing them coming, Spider comes out running. Miles tells him to go back inside and handcuffs all the kids. After this, Jack and Tonawari also reach there, seeing whom Miles tells Jack that if you want his children safe and sound, then he will have to come alone on the ship and surrender. Ronald holds Jack responsible for all this, and Jack agrees to go to Miles. Jack is about to arrive when Pekan comes there and attacks Miles' ship. Seeing this, all the humans start attacking him, and Jack sees the opportunity to save his children from the ship. Now Novice also attacks, and here we see the best fight scene of the movie. All the Novice are overpowered by the humans. Then Miles goes after Neytiri, whom Jack comes to save, but Jack runs out of bullets, and he falls overboard. On the other hand, Kiri binds the ship of the hunters coming in front of her by connecting sea plants to the braid, due to which the ship breaks and starts sinking, along with Pekan, who is killing many humans. Here, Spider tries to stop the ship from leaving, but the ship collides with a stone, due to which water starts filling the ship and the ship starts sinking. Here, Jack sees the opportunity and knocks Miles down from his Torque, and Pekan jumps over the poacher's boat, which entangles the boat on Pekan's body, which Pekan starts dragging with it, killing the rest of the poachers as well. Here, Nedium frees Rhea, Tuck, and Loak by going to the ship, and then Loak asks Nedium to save Spider, who is still in the possession of humans, so he goes inside the ship with Loak, where Miles picks up Kiri and brings her on the ship. When Tuck and Rhea see Kiri tied up on the ship, they return to it to rescue her. Just then, Miles comes there and pushes Rhea into the water and ties Tuck with Kiri. Here, Loak and Nedium come out after saving Spider, where Miles sees them and attacks them. Meanwhile, Spider, Loak, and Nedium escape from under the ship, but Nedium is shot, so they all quickly take him to the shore, where Nedium dies, causing everyone to cry badly. Meanwhile, Miles tells Jack that if he does not come to him, then he will kill both his daughters. Now Spider starts taking Jack to his daughters because he knew where they were kept tied up. Here Jack consoles his wife Neytiri and asks her to go with him. Neytiri had just lost her child, so she had to kill Miles and take revenge on him. She picks up her arrow bow and goes straight towards the ship, with which Jack also comes. Jack does not surrender himself and enters from the back of the ship with Spider, where he hides and blasts a bomb, which injures some of Miles's men, and Jack attacks the rest of the people after seeing the opportunity. Then Neytiri also comes, who is very angry, and starts killing enemies one by one. Similarly, while killing enemies, Neytiri reaches her children, where Kiri tells Miles that you will die at their hands. Miles is also horrified to see the way Neytiri was killing his companions. After that, there comes Jack, who frees his daughter Tuck. Only then does Miles, who was holding a knife to Kiri's throat, come in front of him. Meanwhile, Spider comes there, whom Neytiri catches and puts a knife to his throat, and asks Miles to leave Kiri, but this makes no difference to Miles, so Neytiri gets angry and is about to kill Spider, but at the moment, Miles tells her to stop and leaves Kiri. Spider is Miles's only son, and he could not see his son die. Jack then asks to take the two girls safely to the shore. Jack starts leaving Miles alive, after which Miles threatens to kill his family. Hearing this, Jack fights with Miles. The spilled fuel causes a fire, causing Neytiri to return to the ship with her children, while Tuck and Neytiri are swept away by a large pipe on the ship, and Spider quickly starts taking Kiri with him through another way. On the other hand, we see a good fight between Miles and Jack, during which the ship starts sinking with Neytiri and Tuck still trapped inside. Here, Spider and Kiri come over the ship, and Jack and Miles are still inside the ship. Water starts filling here, and as soon as Jack tries to escape, Miles catches him so that Jack is also killed with him. But as soon as the ship hits the bottom of the sea, due to the shock, Jack breaks free from Miles and strangles Miles, causing him to faint on the spot. Here Loak approaches Spider and Kiri, whom Kiri tells that the parents and Tuck are trapped inside. So Loak, Kiri, and Spider go inside the ship to find them, where Loak finds Jack and brings him upstairs. Here Spider sees Miles, whom he cannot see dying, so he starts bringing him out. Jack, on the other hand, tells Loak to go out alone because Jack's condition is worse and he can't hold his breath for long. At the same time, Neytiri and Tuck are also trapped in the same place where the water level is slowly rising. Then Kiri calls the sea creatures for help and reaches Neytiri along with them. On the other hand, Loak tells his father to breathe. Kiri reaches Neytiri and Tuck and drives them out, while Loak also starts coming out with Jack. Then Pekan comes and helps both of them out. This way the whole family is reunited, and then in the morning, we see Spider, who brings his father to the shore. Then Miles regains consciousness and asks his son to leave, but Spider does not go with him and returns to his family, i.e. Jack. Jack hugs Spider and says that he is taking his son because Miles killed his son, Nedium. It looks like Miles has learned his lesson. After this, this, we see Nedium's funeral, where everyone is very sad and Nedium's body is buried underwater. While burying it, Jack has old memories in which he is burying Nedium with the same hands with which he was showing him to his ancestors for the first time when he was born. At the end of the movie, Jack tells Tonowari that he will be leaving tomorrow with his family, to which Tonowari replies, "Your son is with our ancestors, so from now on you are also a Metkayina." Actually, Metkayina is the name of their clan or tribe. Tonowari asks Jack to stay here forever with his family. That's why Jack and his family agree with Tonowari. Now Jack starts a new sea life with his family, and then one day Jack and Neytiri go to the holy place of Metkayina and think about Nedium by connecting with the plants. Jack is playing with him, lost in his memories, and Neytiri is watching all this from a distance. Only then does Jack open his eyes and say that he will stay here and continue to protect his people and family from humans. With this, the movie ends here. Friends, if you like the story, then like the video, share it, and subscribe to the channel. I will meet you in the next video. Till then, take care, love you.